This could get messy, but today I'm going to answer a common question I see all the time. How good is Chinese retailer Temu's golf equipment? Now, recently, a couple weeks ago, I bought a full bag from Temu for under $1,000, 14 clubs and a bag, and I've been testing a lot of the equipment out and actually put the iron set in my own bag. But today is just about the driver. Now, I purchased a knockoff Ventus TR Velcor 6X. It's an extra stiff shaft, just like I normally play. And then I purchased the Callaway Elyte Tour driver, which to me looked like a copy of the AI Smoke. And there's only one issue with these. It's that this does not come with an adapter. It's a smooth bore, so I'm gonna have to remove this adapter and epoxy these together. So I'm gonna be doing that, but I do wanna put the shaft up to its own test individually, and so I'm gonna be comparing it to my Hazardous Yellow, which is also an extra stiff shaft and actually has really similar characteristics to the Velcor. I got the Callaway adapter. We're gonna put it in my Triple Diamond Elite and see if we can build ourselves a really cheap driver. All right, so I'm gonna be setting this up with my Rapsodo MLM2 Pro. It's only about a $1,300 unit, but very, very similar to TrackMan overall, so we should get some good backspin and good side spin numbers. Got my shaft, gonna get a little baseline going. A little 155, beautiful draw. Doesn't get better than that. That's definitely gonna be low spin. Pushed it. Do you need something? Yeah. Can we play later? Do you wanna sit right here in a chair? Okay. All right, a little block. Okay, there's 5. And now the Temu Ventus. Okay. Pretty good. 2,700 spin, a little high, could have been me though. I hit a little cut. 1.48 smash factor. Ball speed looks pretty much there. Definitely a little cut spit again. Oh, pretty straight. 3,000 spin. Not my best strike. Hopefully that one draws because oh, that was a huge misread. What the heck? We'll have to figure out how to delete that one. Another nice one, little draw. There's my spin numbers. It feels good. It feels great, honestly. That was not a good strike. Yeah, high and low spin. But I mean, fine. I hit it really poorly. Low smash factor. Nice again. There's that lower spin. 298. There we go. So the Rapsodo server's having an issue today and it kicked me off, but I did hit 5 good drives and 5 good drives with my other shaft as well. Okay, so how good is the Temu shaft? And I got it all up in front of me. This is crazy. So small sample size, I only hit 5 drives with mine, 5 with the Temu Ventus, if you will. Dispersions look identical. Identical shape. When I hit it left, I hit it a little longer. If I hit it a little bit right, a little bit shorter. About the same on both. You wouldn't know which is which, but the purple is Temu and the blue is my Hazardous. If we look at the numbers here, it's honestly hard to discern which is which. Seriously. And then if I go to averages, it's crazy. Average club head speed, pretty much identical, within 0.4 mile per hour. Same with ball speed, really, really close, within 0.2, essentially identical. Carry distance, identical. Total distance, identical. I was 10 yards offline with my Hazardous, 3.7 yards offline right with the Temu Ventus. That's crazy. Technically straighter with the Temu shaft. Peak height, and I felt this, I was a little bit higher with the Temu shaft, and that's not necessarily an issue, but I fight having to bring my driver down a little bit, so we'll take a look at the vertical launch here in just a second. Horizontal launch, pretty dang close, within 1.5 degrees on both. I start a little right, typically play a draw. Vertical launch angle, yeah, about 1 degree higher with the Temu shaft, and that's what I felt. It was like it was coming out a little bit high. Backspin, really similar. I averaged 2200 with my driver in those 5 shots. I averaged 2300 with the Temu shaft. And that's outstanding. That is outstanding out of a budget shaft like that, out of something so cheap. Now, driver shafts are typically not fully responsible for spin. They can't really change your spin more than by, let's say, 500 RPM, so the head is more responsible. So that's why we're using the same head for both tests. But typically it dictates dispersion, and the dispersion looks really good. Look at my spin axis, identical. My spin axis is usually right around a 5-degree left spin axis. So technically slightly more draw, but small sample size, you know, these are essentially identical. But crazy good. This is crazy that this shaft could do this well. So now we have to test this with the Temu knockoff AI smoke that I got. And I'm a little bummed, honestly, about having to ruin this shaft because I want to put more time into this shaft. I think it's pretty good, but this does not come with an adapter on it. It's just a smooth bore. So I'm actually gonna have to pull this adapter off and epoxy these together. Not ideal, but let's do it right now.
Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how to remove some adapters.
When in doubt, YouTube.
Fairwood or hybrid. So here
oh man. How do I install a driver shaft onto a driver head with no adapter? Like, the head is a smooth bore with no spot for an adapter. All right. Let's see how this goes. Not ready yet. All right, let's try again. How's it going? No, nothing going on with it. I was just wondering if you could help me get this adapter off today. I mean,
that's all you need is the adapter taken off?
See, I got this from Temu. I'm just messing around. I'm just doing something fun.
Yeah,
and then if you could tell me if it fits perfectly in here, I have epoxy at home.
This should be a 335 tip driver, so it absolutely should fit. So yeah, there's a $10 charge, but I can absolutely pull this off right now. So just give me a few minutes. Hang on to that.
Thank you.
Just give me a couple minutes.
Appreciate it. Look, I thought I could do it. Okay, anyways, I've got this quick cure epoxy here from Amazon. 5-minute work life, 1 hour full cure. They got the adapter off nice and easy. Let's do this. Head fits perfectly. It only costs 10 bucks. Dispense equal volumes of A and B. Mix thoroughly. Apply inside club head and on shaft. Clubs must not be moved until fully cured. All right, let's do this. Ooh, it's got a little bit of a stank. Squeeze some on, don't need much. Oh, that was easy. Never done this before, but I have worked with epoxy. I've done plenty of epoxy before, but not this. Let's get some inside here. All right. Seems like a lot, but I'd rather do more. Still gonna be messy. It cleans up nice. Okay. I think we did it. It's ready. Okay, hold on. It started curing at 224. It is now 344, so it's been curing for over an hour. It says 1 hour cure. Let's hope it's ready. Yeah. Let's hope it's ready. I just played around on the simulator. Feeling good. So, if it sucks, it's the driver. Ooh, that's loud. Okay. 151 ball speed, 2300 spin. Okay. Sounded like a crack of thunder. That's for sure. Like the old Cleveland Highbore XL, almost. Things loud, especially in here. That might toe hook. Oh no. Only 143 ball speed. We'll have to see. It's a little low for me. It says the smash factor was 138. The driver head could have something to do with how forgiving it is, but that could have been me. That felt much better. Ooh, that was low spin. Oh. I used the wrong ball. I used the wrong ball, which won't accurately read spin. We have to omit that one. Should be a little right. There we go, better ball speed. 1.48 smash that time. I'll have to clean up the weird read. But that ball speed was great. Might have drop kicked out a hair. But good. Yeah, it was low spin because of the little, just hit slightly behind it. I gotta say though, this shaft is not bad. It definitely feels really controlled. That was nice. Definitely a little high. 16 degrees, a little high for me, which is crazy for an 8-degree driver. But performance-wise, not bad. Really good. Look how straight this thing's going overall. We'll take a look at the dispersions, but definitely not as forgiving as my Elyte is. I know, surprise, right? But otherwise, pretty dang straight. Pretty consistent overall. And if you actually hit the center, it goes. Almost 155 ball speed. Pretty much same club head speed we've been seeing. 2200 spin, that was nice. I'll do like one or two more. I'm limited by my ceiling height, but I'm gonna try and swing here. Yeah. 155 ball speed. I got to 107 club head speed, 2400 spin, and that went 290. Temu, baby. Okay, let's do another one where I swing, where I really try and swing. $157, little spinny, but right there, right in the mix. Are you kidding me? This is crazy. I'm gonna end it after this. Low spin bomb though, honestly. Carries 272 on the center line. That's the Temu driver, baby. All right, the data is in. How good or bad is our Temu build? Let's check it out. Got all my data up here. Every single shot, we hit 10 shots with the Temu driver, 5 with the other 2 setups. And you can see the dispersion over here. Doesn't look too bad, it just looks okay. Now we can really put it into perspective, adding the other 2 driver setups. And you can see that our orange dispersion, which is our full Temu setup, looks slightly shorter and maybe slightly wider in dispersion in general. Some shorter drives, some longer drives, whereas the other 2 were pretty consistent overall. We can take a look at our averages here. And actually I swung about 1 mile per hour faster on average with the Temu driver. Maybe it's because I was fully warmed up. I know I swung kind of hard on the last 2. Ball speed in general though, down about 2 miles per hour in total with this build. But the carry distance, how is that affected? Only about 5-6 yards actually when compared to the other 2 setups that were approximately the same. Total distance ended up being about 6 yards shorter. Really not too bad considering the price of this driver. Offline, technically overall this was the straightest, but we are noticing a little bit wider of a dispersion. Peak height kind of right in the mix between the 2 drivers. Same thing with the descent angle, which is the angle that the ball is landing onto the ground. Lower descent angle is going to help you get better rollout. Horizontal launch angle, so this one started out a lot straighter than the other 2 setups, than my Elyte triple diamond head. Vertical launch, right in the mix. Backspin. Backspin, surprisingly, because the most difficult thing to do is get spin numbers down. If you're not using a tour head, if you're not using a low spin head, and surprisingly, this was right in the mix for me, and I hit 10 drives, so it was a bigger sample size, 2,300 RPM backspin on average. That is like perfection, all right, for a great mix of control and distance, honestly. So spin rate looked great in this setup. Really, really surprised by that overall. Spin axis, on average, only 0.5 degrees left. That's essentially a dead straight shot on average. Now, we had a two-way miss slightly here and there, but overall, very neutral, very straight for my game. And I did get some discounts on Temu when I bought all these things, so technically this build was about $142, but really it was actually a little bit less. So kind of crazy that for just over 100 bucks, I was able to build a driver from, you know, Temu that performed as well as it did. Now, one thing I noticed was that the forgiveness was not quite there when compared to, you know, my Callaway Elyte. Not really surprised, but it was really close and definitely long. And for the average golfer, you may not notice the difference. So really, really cool to see that. And it definitely makes me want to test out some more clubs. I have some more of these tests coming. The iron set is beautiful. These are the Yam Harrows, actually the same brand, Callaway, that makes this driver head. And then Callaway actually sent me their newest hybrid and wood. And so I'm gonna be testing those out as well. Just giving my honest feedback on it, let you know what I think. It's kind of fun because I've always wanted to test out different clubs, but I just don't have the budget to go drop in $600 on a new driver just to make one test video on. So this has been really fun. Let me know what you think of the Temu clubs. We'll do some more testing. The driver may not even have been the most impressive thing that I got from my Temu haul, so stay tuned for the rest of the videos. Make sure to subscribe. Thank you so much.